Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do how many molecules. We're gonna do the opposite. So the other one was based on particles or molecules, and then you're converting it to grams. This one's the opposite. Now this one I'm gonna go from grams to molecules. Okay, so keep in mind molecules and particles, formula units. It's all the same thing. They all have the same number. Okay, they're just different ways of saying it. Okay, so let's start with G. Let's start with the green gum. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with the given. The given is 20.0 grams. That's my given. Okay, and then my unknown is molecules. So we'll do molecules. Okay, we want to find out how many molecules, okay, we're going to create with silver nitrate, okay? So now the last one would be the molar mass. So the molar mass would be, let me see, molar mass, okay? So since we are dealing with grams in the story, or there's basically mass, grams, anything that's in the problem that talks about grams or mass, that means you have to calculate molar mass. So again, molar mass, it's either an element or compound. For elements, it's really easy. All you need is that number once, and you don't have to calculate. But when it's a compound like this one, for every capital letter, that represents an element. So like Ag would be, let me see, that's silver is right here. So for each silver, it's that much. Okay, so the good thing is just one. So nitrogen is just one, two. So you could just, you know, it's just one and one of them. So it's just one of those. Now oxygen is three of these. So it's 3 times 15.9999. Okay, so let's go ahead and set it up. So it would be Ag, nitrogen, and then oxygen. Okay, so instead of putting one times, I'm just going to go straight to it. So you should know that every atom is that much. Okay, so it will be 107,868 grams. Nitrogen has 14.007 grams. And then oxygen has three of them. So you need to multiply each one with 15.999 grams. Okay, so this one, the only one that we need to calculate is 15.999 times 3 equals 47.997 grams. So we add them all together. So it would be 107.868 plus 14.007 plus 47.997. Okay, so we add them up and it equals to 169.872 grams per mole. Okay, so again, molar mass, you gotta make sure you add them together. You need that number when you're using this. Now you could tell you're gonna use both because this is particles, molecules, you know, so your unknown is in here and your given is part of here. So you need both so you can convert it. And that's where you use 1 mole to help you that conversion. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead again, since we need both of them, you need 2 columns. And then of course your first column is your given. Okay, so we're gonna start with that. Okay, so we have, so again, one's for the particles and the other one's for molar mass and the other one's your given. So remember there's nothing here in the bottom. Okay, so your given is 20.0 grams. So you have 20.0 grams, right? So since this is grams, right here, across diagonal should be the same, grams. Okay, it has to be the same. Okay, so now when you're looking at this 2 right here, well, you know that grams is right here, is per molar mass. So you're not using this one, you're using this one. So what you're gonna put in here is one of these 2. So grams is molar mass, so it's on the bottom. So molar mass on the bottom is this one, not this one. So this one, all you have to do is put it in here. So the top part shows 1 mole, and the bottom part is a molar mass. So the molar mass, you get it from here. That's the 169.872, and it's grams per mole, right? The 1 mole goes on the top. Anyways, You don't have to worry about those details, but I'm just kind of showing you. So now these cancel out. You already converted from grams to moles. Now you already used this one. Now you need to use this one. Okay. So now this one is right here, 1 mole. So if this is mole, that means this is mole. You see that? So when you're using the last one, because again, we already used this one, now we need this one. Okay, so mole is on the bottom. So which of these two have mole on the bottom? It's this one. So it will be 1 mole, right? And then the top has 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. And we're going to go ahead and stick to the story. Instead of particles, we're going to put molecules. Okay, so these cancel out, and you just convert it from grams to moles to molecules, and basically that is conversions. Okay, so now we're ready to put in the calculator. So keep in mind that we have parentheses here, just like the other problem I showed you. Okay, so use a parenthesis. So again, it's 20.0 grams, and then you put a parenthesis, right? Because it's 20 grams, and then it's parenthesis, and then 1 is first because it's on the top. It's the first one, and then divided by 169.872. You close it up, and then you open, and then it's 6.02. Now remember how to do exponents. Okay, you instead of times 10, you put second, and then you see how the EE in the blue? E, and then it's 23, and then it's divided by 1, you close it, you enter it, and that will be your 7.09. Now I'm just using 2 digits there, and then times 10, and then 20 to the 22nd. Now here this is now molecules. You see how many grams we had? This many grams. So now we know how many molecules, and it's a huge number, of silver nitrate that we have. Okay, so keep that in mind. We just solved it.